What's going on? It's Jordan from Just Tesla. So you saw my last video of the massive dent on the side of my car. So with great pleasure, we have a new Sentry update here. Higgity damn, I am excited about this. So the aim of today is to see if I can scratch my car without triggering this Sentry mode to really give it a good test. So you could say I'm trying to scratch and run without getting caught. As always, please smash the like button. I really do appreciate it. So just quickly, a little tip for you guys. I hate not receiving the update as quickly as others. Some people seem to be getting it before me. If you're like me and you've not received the update straight away, here's a little tip on how to get your update straight away. So obviously you need to be connected to Wi-Fi, but if you have a really weak signal, sometimes you're gonna struggle to get your update straight away and you probably don't receive it. So go here, go into software. You're obviously already set to advanced. Or hopefully you are. So hopefully you're set to advanced. That means you get your update straight away. But if you've got a poor signal, sometimes you won't receive that. So what you want to do is switch that over to standard, then mess about with a few of these settings, go out of that, then go back into software, switch it to advanced, and then it will trigger this to search for updates for you. And my car is up to date. So that's just a quick way on how to get an update. It triggers it to get an update if you've got a weak signal. There you go, that's how I do it. Okay, so really fast, what is the main thing we get with this update? So go into release notes, what's new? Dash cam viewfinder. You can launch the viewer from the home mode, and out of order supercharging stalls are now identified. So that's it pretty much. What you need is this little thing up here, this little logo. That means you've got the new update. The new update is basically a way of viewing the Sentry mode in the car. We've all been asking for it for so long on Twitter and everything, so it's so good that it's finally here. It's a really good way of viewing the Sentry footage. If you saw my last video, it's impossible to view Sentry footage, so this is a great way of looking at it. So at the end of the video, let me know what you guys think of the new update. Is it amazing? Is there anything else that they could do to it to improve it? So just a quick note as well, I've had a few issues with Sentry mode not triggering, so I'm hoping this sorts all of that out as well. But I'm gonna put all that to the test anyway. I'm gonna see if I could scratch my own car without triggering Sentry mode, and see if I could scratch the car and get away with it and run away before Sentry mode catches me. I'm not really gonna scratch the car, by the way. I'm just gonna see if I can rub my finger along it or something like that. Come in here, come in here. We have to have a strategy with this. We have to try and be smarter than the car. So I'm gonna try all kinds of different things. I'm gonna try camo. I'm gonna try using my kid. I'm gonna try hiding. I'm gonna try running. I'm gonna try crawling. I'm gonna try all these things to try and see if I could do a scratch and run. I'm gonna throw stuff at the car and see if we can get away with damaging the car without triggering the Sentry mode. What do you think? So, sorry for the darkness. So for the first test, I'm just gonna do a walk up, then I'm gonna do a quick run up. So I'll do the walk up first. And just to be safe, I'm gonna turn my Bluetooth off on my phone, and I'm gonna use the key card to lock the car.
So this is how your average person would attack the car. Walk straight up to it, quick scratch down the side, and Sentry mode is activated already. Now the way the car's positioned, you could do a loop-de-loop because it's the only entrance point is in front of the car.
Walking up to the car, did I get away with it? I did not get away with it.
So here's the footage from the cameras. Down the side, you could do damage in that space of time, and then down the other side, and you've already seen my face.
Okay, now I'm gonna lock up again with a key card. This time I've got a GoPro. I'm gonna try and do a runaway one, okay?
Not the fastest of runs, but again, triggered straight away.
Okay, let's see if running and scratching works.
And that camera, you'd see who I was.
I've got a little helper because people were looking at me a bit funny, so I thought if I've got a little helper with me, I might be able to get away with it. And I think you might be able to touch the car before it goes off, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you think we can scratch the car before it finds out?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on then. Right, let's go.
So this one, I really was giving it some beans. I was going as fast as I could on this one. Still not very fast, but not triggered. Triggered, there you go. System is now alert. And that means it records everything. It records a few minutes, like 30 seconds before. As you can see, you would see who I am. So this is something I thought of.
Scratch.
I thought there was a blind spot, and I think I could be right, because look at this. Doesn't trigger Sentry Mode. So there is a small blind spot, very tight, and you'd have to know exactly where it was to be able to get away with it. But something interesting.
Yeah, I think there is a blind spot. That's the thing. I think there is a blind spot in between the front and the corner. And if you can come in at that blind spot, you might be able to get the car. But yeah, we'll have a look. Now we're going to go head inside and get a box.
Okay, so here's Jude attacking the car hidden in a box. Now, if you are so psychopathic that you would send your child out to scratch someone else's car hidden inside a box, you actually might get away with it. So Sentry Mode didn't trigger on the screen, but I have got the Sentry footage from what I remember. So something must have triggered it, because we wouldn't be able to see Jude doing this on the Sentry Mode. Here he is. So something did trigger it, but it just didn't show up on the screen. Here he goes. I don't know how much damage he could do, bless him. Okay, so my neighbours probably think I'm crazy. So I triggered it. So a box isn't a disguise. It's just because Jude was small. And there you go. So if you're a would-be scratch and runner, don't use a box.
Okay, so we did the disguises. And then lastly, I just thought, why not try throwing something from a distance and seeing if it's the distance people are. So we're going to throw a soft ball. Please imagine that it's a rock.
Don't worry, guys. It is genuinely a softball, very soft ball. I did think that you could get away with throwing something at the car, but I'm guessing the fact that the car gets hit or touched, it just sets the alarm off. So I think it was vibrations on the windshield that triggered the alarm. And I unlocked it straight away because I didn't want to annoy the neighbours.
That really worked. I don't know if it's because it was a big ball, I don't know, that the ball worked. Okay, I've got one more trick up my sleeve, and I'm sure this will fool the car. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't fool the car. So yeah, let's go give that a go.
Okay, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he doing? But I thought this could be a good idea, because the car wouldn't recognise a human or much movement. The problem is scratching it without triggering is quite difficult. So here we go. What was I holding? I was holding a big mirror, and I actually get very close to the car without triggering it. Now, I don't know why that is. As soon as I go down the side, it triggers. Now, that is very interesting to me, though, that I managed to get that close on the front. So I'm going to do some more videos with the mirror. I'll probably film something today. But you can see why. It blends in quite a bit in a weird way. Apart from now, it looks like there's a car driving at it. Scratch. Yeah, you didn't get away with it, son. So I went for a second attempt just to see how close I could get again with the mirror. As you can see, it is kind of camouflaged. It is kind of different. Let's see if it triggers. It's going to be very interesting to see what the full... There you go. It's triggered. So it did trigger that time. So not the perfect disguise.
Do you think we got away with it?
Yeah.
You think we managed to scratch the car without turning the Sentry Mode on?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let's have a look. So you go into here, you press this button, right there,
Okay.
and it launches this. Okay, so there we go. I don't think I got away with it at all. I think the mirror worked kind of interestingly for a while. I'm going to review the footage on here. But I'm going to explore the mirror tomorrow a little bit more because I actually think there's some interesting stuff going on there. So here's why I think the new Sentry Mode's good. The viewfinder's amazing. It's so much easier to scroll through footage. The only thing I would say is it's a little bit glitchy at the moment. Could be down to the memory card. I wish Tesla would say, look, this is the exact memory card, or make like some sort of memory card that they think is useful. But what's so great about Sentry Mode, this is the great thing about Sentry Mode, is it's preventative. As soon as those lights flash, as soon as those brake lights flash and the headlights flash, if anyone was thinking of doing anything to your car, they're going to stop. Just about to open a car, I can't scratch the car now. So I think the preventative method is fantastic. Thanks for watching. You know, I'm trying to do different things on this channel. I'm trying to see if I can do anything interesting. So let me know if you've got any suggestions, what you think. But there you go. The Sentry Mode, is it foolproof? I'm not 100% sure, but did I manage to fool it today and get past it? No, I didn't. And, you know, I tried running up really fast. I don't know, it's very good system. It definitely seems to be working a lot better than it was before. It's activating every single time by the looks of it. If you're interested in buying a Model 3 and getting some of this great technology that I've just shown you, please use the link in the description. It gets you 1,000 free supercharging miles. It gets me 1,000 free supercharging miles. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, you're the best. Peace.